my friends, it is Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. By the title of the video, you already know the exciting news, but we purchased some land to build a future home on for our family. Now, this has been going on for many months behind the scenes, and I'm so excited to finally share it with you. The timing just really wasn't there for me to share it with you, but now we are good to go. So anyways, let's back up a little bit. Back in, I feel like it was the spring, or it could have been sometime in the summer, but I think it was the spring. I did a Q&A video where I talked about how we were happy in our home, but if the right property or land came available, we may jump on it. Well, we kind of been looking ever since that video. I'd have to go back and see when that honestly was. It was a long time ago. And my husband actually was the one who was all about it. He would say, well, how about this one? How about that? We go drive by it, and no, I like where we're at. You know, we're doing all this work on this house. Let's stay here. And just everything he would bring to me, I was like, I don't know. I think the house we're in is just a little bit better as far as like location goes and all of that. So fast forward a few more months, towards the end of summer, somewhere in July, he found this property that really fit all of the needs that we were looking for, this piece of land. He's always wanted to live on or near the golf course because that's where he spends his summers at. I've always wanted to be closer to the water. We do have a lake that's very close to our city, and I never really wanted to commit to living on the lake though, because with small children, it just made me so nervous. I think I'd just always be worried, you know what I mean? Well, we found, or he actually found it and brought me out to this land and showed it to me. I was like, wow, this is literally like the best of both worlds. We have, so on the land, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a huge, we're gonna build on the top of the hill, and then as it slopes down, we have more of like a flatter space with a pond. So we, from the top of the hill, can see our pond. We can also see lake views, also just all the beautiful like nature and farmland around. And then also he gets a little like, almost like, I don't want to say a full view of the golf course, but he can see a couple of holes of the golf course that he is a member of as well. So it really just met both of our needs. He's not on the golf course, but he is super close where he could still ride a golf cart over and be there in no time. And then I get the amazing views and just an opportunity to, you know, build our forever home for our family. And I hate to say forever because eventually I feel like this home that we're building will be more space than we need as the kids grow and move out. And so I don't want to say forever, but we definitely plan to stay there and put down some roots for a very long time. Now, we've been married for what? We just did the math on this the other day. Is it 13 years? I don't know, somewhere around there. And we've moved 5 times since we have been married. We've by far been in this home the longest of any home that we've ever lived in. Of course, we've brought all our kids home from the hospital with the exception of Macy here. And this is really all we've known, but there are definitely some things that we would like to change in our future home to just make it more accommodating to a family of 6. And so yeah, we're very excited about it, super excited. It's really all we've been talking about and doing for the last 4 or 5 months, is talking about this home and designing and planning for it. So to finally be able to talk about it with you feels wonderful. So a lot of the video that you have seen so far of the land is in the winter. It's kind of hard to see things. It's snowy, it's icy, it's still pretty, but it's hard to see what it looks like. And so I did take some pictures. We've been out there so many times. Like I said, this has been going on since summer, so I'll try to insert a few non-snowy photos of the land and the pond as well, so you get a better idea of what it looks like. So we officially closed on it the end of November. It was the same week of Thanksgiving, which was also the same week that we had to say goodbye to Bailey. So it was bittersweet. It was sad, and it was very hard to be happy about this when we also had had to say goodbye to Bailey. So the timing just hasn't been there to share it with you. I'm just kind of waiting for the right opportunity, and it feels right now to talk about it as we move forward and hopefully hear some news soon as to when we can get started. Let's talk about the land itself. So we actually ended up purchasing 2 lots that were right next to each other. The one that we originally looked at was it's at the top of the hill, and there really just wasn't much like flat space for our family to be outside and use, if you know what I mean. It was just very slopey. So we ended up purchasing the lot right next to it that is a little bit more level, that gives us a lot more like usable yard space. The amount of land that it is, I want to say, I don't know that we've ever specifically been told, or maybe I just don't know. That's probably it. I feel like it's close to 2 or 3 acres worth of land. So it's a pretty good space. And then we also have that pond that I'm talking about. We own the pond as well. So it also has, that I haven't really talked about yet, it has a, what we call, or what it has been called, a shack down by the pond. It's kind of like a really cool shed space that I am so excited to give a modern farmhouse makeover, and I need some ideas from you too. So anyways, that's a little bit about the land itself. We plan to build at the top of the hill, and then we'll have just like the most amazing views ever, no matter kind of which way we are looking, which is super exciting. We do plan to build a 2-story home, kind of like the style of this home. However, we plan to have the master bedroom on our main floor, and then all of the kids' bedrooms will go upstairs. So we just really like the 2-story for our family as far as getting the kids all on the same level. But we also know that as we grow older, the master bedroom is really nice to have on the main floor. So we're doing a 2-story. It will also have a basement as well, and we're going to have a ton of more space than we have in this home. Some of the main things that I knew right off the top of my head that I wanted to make sure that we did in our new home is room. Well, I have quite the list, but these were like the small things where I was like, oh, we're for sure doing this. So a walk-in pantry being one of those. Oh my gosh, it will be so nice to have enough space to store all the things in one room. Another thing that I was like, we for sure need is room for 4 bar stools in our kitchen, so all 4 kids can sit at the counter. So we've made sure of that. You know, just an open living space from the living room and the kitchen, and also a sunroom as well that I think we're going to use as a dining room, but we're gonna have to see how everything looks as we start building. So those are some of the main things, but we are super excited to just have a little bit more space and to make it our own. Kind of all over the place. I didn't really write anything down. I thought I would just sit down and chit chat with you about it like a friend, you know? Hopefully you have a cup of coffee. But we found the property back in July, and then we put in an offer. It must have been the beginning of August, and once we knew the offer was accepted, we got right to work with finding someone to draw up some plans for us and start designing our home. So we've been working with one of our friends through a local lumber yard, and he's kind of helped our vision come to life. We have sent him so many different ideas and edits to this floor plan, and it's finally, I think, at a point where we are all 100% happy. So the actual floor plan to the home has already been designed. I guess you could say it's like a custom plan, just because it's not one you can go and buy online. We've really kind of tried to make it work for the land that we're building on, and then also our family and things like that. So the plans for the house have already been designed. Now, nothing has started as far as work and digging and getting in there and building. We have selected a builder, and that's kind of where we're at this point. So we have our builder, we have our floor plans, and now we're at that pricing point. Ooh, the scary part. Where they tell us how everything is going to cost, and then we're just like, ooh. Obviously, it's not the most ideal time to be building when prices have kind of been all over the place, but we're just kind of rolling with things right now. We're waiting to hear back as far as all the bids and quotes, and then we will make changes if we need to fit into our budget, or go from there. So that's where we're at. We're hoping, you know, the builder, he's hesitant to commit to anyone right now. He has a few, I think, different families or couples who are also wanting to build. We would ideally love to get going in the spring when the snow melts and the ground isn't frozen anymore, but we don't know if he'll start with ours or someone else at this point. So we're kind of just waiting to hear when we'll get started. We haven't picked out any specific finishes, although I have given them some ideas so they can kind of mock up pictures for us to look at, like a 3D design of the home inside. But we haven't ordered anything or purchased anything, but we're hoping that we can be in our new home by Christmas of next year, or no, this year. I guess it's 2022 now, of this year. Oh, Charlie, do you need to go outside? Charlie, should we go outside? Potty training a puppy is not for the weak, especially in South Dakota in the middle of winter. I kid you not, the wind chill this morning when I got out of bed on my phone said -40. Who wants to go outside? It feels like -40 outside. I know I wouldn't, so yeah, we are much looking forward to some warmer weather. So he's playing right now. He's just sitting in his crate, chewing on his toy. Doors open. Crate training has been going very well. Potty training, we're still working on it. But anyways, I'll give you a little Charlie update once I'm done talking about the home and what's going on. So more about the house. So I can share with you a few of the interior pictures that I've been given from our friend who's been helping us with the design plans. The whole idea is that when we walk into the home, we kind of want that wow factor. I wanted room for like an entryway table and also just like bam of the view. We want to be able to have anyone who walks in our front door to just walk in, kind of see our living room, lots of windows overlooking the beautiful view of the pond and just the area. It's so pretty out there. I can't wait for all the sunsets once we are there. But anyways, lots of big windows. We are doing very high ceilings in our living room, just kind of open, I guess we would say. Open ceiling? Open? I don't know. We're gonna have a really pretty brick fireplace that will go up the entire length of our living room, and kind of a fun little catwalk area that you can overlook into our living room space as well, which is where all the kids' bedrooms will be, up in that upstairs. What else? The kitchen. So the kitchen, I really wanted it to overlook the living room as well as the dining room, because right now we have just a very closed off floor plan where I can't really see what's going on. That was something that was also important. And of course we want to do like the white shaker cabinets. I wanted to have space for a coffee bar just because we don't have that in this house. There's really no good space for that. So we have a fun little area that has a countertop and some cabinets, and then it also has just like some built-in wood shelves that I will kind of substitute what I'm using for my shelves in the kitchen now as far as decorating goes. So I still wanted to have a space that I could do some fun decorating, but it'll be just a little bit different. I had to take a slight puppy break and now I completely lost my train of thought. That's kind of my life right now. Everything is, oh, hold on, be right back, hold that thought, puppy time. But anyways, what else? We want just more storage space in general in this next home. Larger closets is a big one. I will have an office. It'll be a pretty small office, but it will have doors on it that I can close if I need just it to be quiet, if I'm working on a video or doing voiceovers. Right now, I don't have that. It's kind of wide open and there's really not a ton of privacy or peace and quiet if I need it. So that, a nice laundry room to fold all the clothes for a very busy family. And I mean, those are some of the main things. We're definitely taking it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build this home, and so we just want to make sure it's something that we love and will stay in for many, many years. we'll have a bonus room, I guess. We do not have that right now, so a bonus room where my husband can have his own space as well, just to display a lot of his like golf memorabilia and things that he's collected over the years. And just more entertaining space right now. We don't have a lot of space to have a ton of guests over for like dinner, let's say. We at our table have room for 6, and that's about it. Sometimes we've been putting out folding tables, so just more space to entertain is a big deal as well for us. So yes, so much more to come. Like I said, we are still kind of in that planning stage and pricing everything out, so it's not going to happen overnight, but it's definitely something that I have been working on a lot and kind of researching the past few months. And then I also wanted to quickly mention the shack that's on our land as well. So it has full electric in there, so there is electrical. Now there is room in the back to do like a chicken coop, and then he had it set up to have a chicken coop back there. So maybe someday Crystal will become a farmer. Not a farmer, but maybe we'll have chickens someday. Definitely not on my radar anytime soon though. But I would love to get your ideas on what you think we should do with the shack. Of course, I do plan to paint it, but I'm mostly curious what you think I should put on the inside of it. It's not fully finished, but it's finished enough where I think we could do something really cool with it. It does have electrical, it has lights and outlets and things like that. I did consider putting my office out there. It would be kind of fun to work in there, but at the same time, I also don't want to trudge down the hill at 5 a.m. outside to get to my office to do a little bit of work. So that's kind of out of the question. We also don't just want to use it as like a storage shed because it's just so cool. So yeah, I don't really know what will come of that space, but we do know that we want to do something, and something fun at that. So yeah, we're very excited. The timing for us, it just worked out. We've been working hard for this. We've talked about this ever since we got married, and this opportunity for this land came available, and we decided to go for it. We're turning 40 this year, so what not a more fun way than to be potentially moving into our new home right around our birthdays this fall. I will say, I will miss this house. It has been so good to us. We've updated it ever since we moved in. It's been a project. And we're on the home stretch with the new carpet, and you know, there's still a few small things I might do, but definitely will miss this house and the memories we've created in it. But we're also super excited to take what we've learned from updating this house, things that we really like and want to do again, and then there's things where we're like, yeah, I probably wouldn't do that again. That we can use as we are designing this new home as well. So I hope you're excited. We most definitely are. I plan to share as much as I can on my channel. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. We're very much excited for it, and I should show you. So I'm gonna show you the back of the house. That's the last thing I'm gonna share about the house, and then we'll move on to something else. One thing my husband really wanted was a covered deck space that, you know, had the high ceilings, like maybe some of the, I don't know, just a really cool covered deck space when you're out on it, and that was all his doing, believe it or not. And I think it turned out really well. So we're really going to enjoy being out there and all of the beautiful views. That's it about the house for now. But if there's something I miss, I will most definitely share it with you in an upcoming vlog or video, because I'm sure there is, since I wasn't really going off of anything. But yeah, we're going for more of the modern farmhouse look. I really wanted to do a white house, really bad. But the next door neighbors who are building right now, they built the White House. So we're gonna do some white accents, but also go with more of a lighter gray shade as well. So we're gonna do a few different colors, so I still get a little bit of that white board and batten look, but also some of the gray siding as well. So yeah, that's about it. Charlie, oh my gosh, he is keeping me so busy around here. Not even at a full week that he's been here, and just loving him. It's been so nice to have 4 little paws running through the house again. The kids keep saying to me, we're so happy to have a dog again, and that just really makes me happy to hear, because I feel the same way. We miss Bailey so much, and she will never be replaced, but it has been so nice and just really good for our hearts and our healing to have Charlie here. So thank you for all of your kind words on the last video where I introduced him. I appreciate it. You know, I wasn't sure how it would get accepted, if how it would go. So just thank you. Thank you for that. But yes, he's keeping me busy. My routine has changed significantly. Having him here, that's fine, but it's been somewhat of an adjustment as well. And he's sleeping right now, so that's what I'm looking at if I'm kind of like. But I think that's about it for today's video. I am so excited to bring you along. We're also going to be preparing this home to go on the market, not till, I mean, a long time. They haven't even started this new house yet. And we've already had someone reach out to us who wants to buy our house, and we're like, whoa, like we aren't ready to go yet. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting process for sure. There's some things that I need to take care of around the house, just, you know, freshening up some of my painting, and but the big projects after the carpet are finished for now. So yes, the next videos that you will see coming up, we are going to be doing some room makeovers as the new carpet gets installed. I have lots of decorating to share with you. I think I'm going to skip winter decorating and mostly just do some everyday decor. Not quite ready to do spring, but not quite. I don't want to pull out all my winter decor because I just packed it, like all of the Christmas stuff up just to get it out before we, you know, have to move everything. So yeah, we'll do some room makeovers, lots of decorating, videos as usual. My schedule might be a little bit kind of random until we get everything moved back in and everything installed. So just make sure you have that notification button on so you know when these videos are coming out. I think I'm going to stick to 2 videos a week in January, just as we are adjusting to Charlie, and the house is just going to be a disaster until everything gets completed. So not quite sure what to all expect, but I am still planning to do 2 videos. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you are excited to see all of the home process. I know we are super thankful and grateful that we can even do something like this. So anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Do you like it here? Is it fun? Do we play with lots of toys? Hey, where are you going? We spend a lot of time in my office now. This is our main hangout room, isn't it? Yes. It's crate over there. All our toys. Are we doing pretty good? You're a pretty good dog, aren't ya? We love you. He is so soft. Oh my gosh.